two big things, Claude Code leak and Mythos. Tell me where you see its impact in the industry right now.
I think Mythos is very interesting. I think Mythos is a natural evolution of just where we're going on this double exponential. Mythos is apparently a 10 trillion parameter model. And if for anyone that follows the parameter sizes, like current models are like in the 1 trillion. So like if I said 1.5 trillion, people be like,
so
wow,
if you look at the model card, really interesting. I look at it from two perspectives. I come from a very business mindset. I think there's a bit of marketing hype in there. I think first off, a 10 trillion parameter model is awesome. And then to tell you that you're not allowed to play with it, it's too scary. Like that's the marketing hype there, right? Because like, now when it does become available, you're just that much more interested to pay for it. It's kind of like that old Facebook mentality where it's like, you don't have a valid email account, you can't get on the platform. So I think there's that part of it. Skipping to the Claude Code leak, I think that was my take. I think it was intentional.
Old model, get it out, get more people looking at Claude for adoption.
Well, there's a timeline. If you look at the timeline, it's very peculiar that they accidentally leaked the source code, which happened, and then all of a sudden, over like 1 week later, they're turning off everyone's subscriptions to third-party applications, which if you look at it previously, they actually postured themselves just about a month or two ago, and they changed their way that their terms of service work.
I think you got to take a step back, right? And you got to think about what the chain events happened. Everything was going great. They changed their policies, and then all of a sudden they got really bad feedback from the community, like really for a quick moment. And then they're like, no, we're just joking. Like they had that moment where I was like, you could still use your subscription however you want. And then to kind of calm down the masses, then OpenClaw really just blew the top off, because I was doing it, everybody was doing it, they're taking their subscription model and dumping it in there. Mm-hmm. Now they're kind of like, their backs against the wall, they're in a corner. So they needed an exit strategy. And I think that they played with it. I think because it all lined up. They took that time to build out their own platform to replace OpenClaw, which by the way, is a great tool. All right. And I've been deploying it in my own office. And then what they did was they set this all up. They leaked out a code base that didn't really matter as much anymore. And then they used that to then say, oh, we got to turn the subscription off because, now there's, there could be sensitive information here. And then it led right into the next 2 days later, they kept everybody's mind off of it. Let's go right. They released their version of OpenClaw. So I think it was one led to another.